Hey guys, and welcome to Transform Your Business and Life Thursday. I am Nikki Ganjemi, and today we're talking about seeing money through a new lens, and we actually can apply this to all areas of your life. You know, what is going on in your life that you would like to change? You know, what is it that you want to see? And how is that different from what it is that you currently see? So we're going to take a deep dive into changing your thoughts and the things that you tell yourself so that you can change your current reality. So I love this topic. I'm so happy that you are joining me. If you're on the live, say hi. And if you're on the replay, you know the deal, #replay. So for those of you who are new to me, I'm Nikki Ganjemi, and I help online coaches shift their identity to thriving entrepreneurs so they can make more money and impact doing what they love. Hi, Lawrence. Hello, Victory. Yes, it is a great day. It is a beautiful November day here in New Jersey. And I got to thinking about this the other day. I read a Tony Robbins quote, and I really love this quote, and I'm sure you've heard it, but he says, your life changes the moment you make a decision that is new and congruent and committed. And I'm going to say that again because I botched it up. So Tony Robbins says, your life changes the moment you make a new, congruent, and committed decision. And when I read that, I said, I love this because it got me questioning, what am I more committed to? Am I more committed to what is currently going on in my life? Or am I more committed to what it is that I want? And I thought, what a great topic to talk about, right? So commitment is a big thing. You know, it's like we think when it comes to commitment, we think in terms of relationships, that I'm the committal type, I'm the non-committal type. But I heard, what's his name, transformational coach, Jim Fortin, I heard him talking about how we're all committed, and we're even committed to our beliefs. You know, some people are committed to believing a certain thing. We're also committed to some of our emotions that we've just, you know, kind of became a habit that we've held on for so long. So I think that this is fascinating, and this is, you know, the inspiration for this live. So in terms of money, you know, or anything that you want to create in your life, what are you committed to? Are you committed to the outcome? Or are you committed to like what's currently going on? And just take a second and just think, you know, if you don't know what the answer is, just pay attention to what you tell other people and what you tell yourself and what you see right now in your life. And if you don't like what you see, then it's got to start on the inside. You know, it's got to start with the thoughts. And, you know, I'm not the only one that's saying this. You know, we know Mike Dooley says thoughts become things. And Wayne Dyer says, you know, change your thoughts, change your life. So I really believe in this, and let me know if you believe in this too, that you create your own reality, that it's whatever you think, whatever you have on the inside is what you create on the outside. And it's hard, right? It's hard to believe in something that you can't see. For example, let's just say you want to be able to quit your day job so you can, you know, have your dream business where you're making 6 figures or more, but you're not there. It's hard to believe it if you can't see it. It's almost like if I have this, I've got this pink Postit. Can you see, guys, with the light? This is a pink Postit paper, and this is like me saying to you, this is not pink. This is blue. Nope, it's not pink. It's blue. You know, of course you could see it's not blue, it's pink. And it's the same thing with the example. You know, how can you already act as if you have that amount of money that you want and you have the success that you want if when you look around, you don't see it? So it's easy to say, act as if, right? And change the story that you tell yourself, but it is challenging to do, and it takes, it takes some effort on your part, but like, what about when you put on a pair of, those polarized sunglasses that when you put them on, all of a sudden there's like an orange hue to things. It looks different when you put on those sunglasses. So, maybe you think of putting on, and I said, this is money through a new lens, putting on a pair of glasses, putting on, these imaginary glasses, and then closing your eyes. And can you imagine? Can you use your imagination of what it would be like to have the things that you want? Even if it's just for a couple of seconds. One of the benefits to doing this is when you start to commit to what you want, you're going to start taking different actions. You're going to start having ideas that you didn't think of before. I was working with one of my clients this week, and she wants to get more signups for an online event that she's having. But the focus was on the lack of signups. So we did a little process, and we started focusing on, well, we know what's not working. And we know all the reasons why it's not working, but what could you do that could boost your signups? And let's just focus on that. And as we started doing that, and she was writing down, well, I can do this, and I can do that, and I can do that. And then she goes, oh, and I can also use LinkedIn. I didn't even think of using LinkedIn. And it's like, look at that. Look at what happens when you put your focus on what you do want and all the possible ways that it could work out. All of a sudden, you have an idea that is congruent with that. And this is how it works. It's so cool, So when you start to see what you want to see, not only do you have ideas like I just shared, but you'll also take different actions. I recently started going into the local space, and I started going on Meetup and going to Meetup groups, and I'm going to start hosting them myself. So I'm hosting an in-person workshop on stressing less during the holiday season with a friend of mine. And I was thinking of going into different places that I go to, like the gym and different stores, and asking if I can put up a flyer. Well, I found that I would end up leaving the gym without asking to put up a flyer. So I said to myself, what am I more committed to? Am I more committed to having a successful event and people even knowing that it's happening so that they show up? Or am I more committed to it not being what we want it to be? Well, let me look at my actions. I walked out of these places without asking if I can hang a flyer. There's my answer. I'm more committed to not getting what we want. So I turned it around. And this time today, when I went to the gym, before walking out, I asked and I got a yes. I got a yes, but if corporate comes in, we've got to take the flyer down, but we'll do it for you. Another place I went into, sure, yeah, bring it in. So your actions will change once you make the decision to commit to what it is that you want to create. And then life changes, life opens up. Does this make sense, you guys? Let me know if this makes sense, because I think I'm rambling, but I'm so excited by this because it's something that you're in control of, and it starts with awareness. You've just got to be aware of where you're at mentally, where you're at emotionally, and then just ask yourself, what am I committed to? Am I committed to XYZ, whatever it is that you want? Lawrence, yes, makes total sense, good. Or am I committed to what I don't want to happen? And I think it's like natural that we as humans, we focus more on what we don't want, and then we don't make the changes that we want. Have you ever said to a person, hey, how's it going? And they go, it's good, it's all right, same thing, different day. I've said it, I've heard other people say it, same thing, different day. Well, why is it that the same thing is going on, but it's just a different day, or it's a different month, and many times a different year or different decade? It's because the same thing is going on in your mind. So that's why it's so important that we start changing the thoughts, we start changing the story, so that you don't have to say, oh, nothing really, same old, you know? Lawrence, takes courage and clarity. It does. It takes a lot of courage, but guess what? That courage is inside of you. I mean, there's like everything that we need. It's already inside of you. But when we stray from who we really are, and we get wrapped up in the fear and the doubt, that's where we kind of go awry, you know? So the great thing is that we know this. We know this. And when you know better, you do better. Maya Angelou says that. When you know better, you do better. And we have that choice, and we can choose to do it or not. So this is something that I'd like for you to think about today. I'm fascinated by it. I don't know if you are, but to me, I'm like, this is a big game changer, because once you start seeing your whatever's going on in your business, in your relationships, with your family, once you start seeing it the way you want to see it, you're going to start having different ideas. You're going to start taking different actions. And that's where you're going to finally see and create what it is that you want. That's where you come into alignment and things are made manifest, the things that you want. So try this out. I think you're gonna like it. And that's just the question that you have to ask yourself. You know, what is it that I'm committed to? Am I committed to what I want, or am I committed to what I don't want? And then just pause and take a look. Notice what you're thinking. Notice what you're doing. And you can have everything that you want if it's in your best interest. You know, within reason, you can have what you want, but it starts with you being committed to what it is. Let's see, I see some comments here. Victory, what one submits or admits at time creates cognitive dissonance, and a blurred commitment. Yeah, definitely the cognitive dissonance. We've got to watch out. Whoops, now I can't see. Sorry guys, I just touched something. We've got to watch out for when we say that we don't want to do so. Let me give you an example so that this is clear. When I left teaching, you know, people would say to me, so do you miss it? Do you miss being back in the classroom? And I would say, no, I don't miss it. I don't want to teach. I don't want to teach. Somebody pointed out to me, but Nikki, you are teaching. You're doing these lives, you're doing these trainings, you're doing workshops. That's cognitive dissonance. Watch your words. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. See, it's easy for us to see things for other people, but it's a little harder sometimes to see it for ourselves. So yeah, you've got to watch out for that cognitive dissonance. And I tapped something, and now I cannot see any more comments. So I'm sorry if you said something and I can't see it. But thank you guys for watching. I will respond to your comments at the end of this video. Keep posting. I'm here for you. Have a fabulous day and focus on what you want and take those actions that are congruent with all of your desires. And I will see you all soon. Bye for now.